Welcome. Today we're talking about adding mixed negative and positive numbers. So we're going to have negative and positive numbers and we're going to go ahead and add them. I've got my steps right here that we're going to use. First, I have to make sure if there's a common denominator. If there's not, I need to find one. 2, I'm going to use my adding rules that I already have. If you need a reminder of those, I'll link the video for you. And 3, simplify if needed. So let's go ahead and look at my first problem, 4½ plus negative 6½. Let me look at my steps to remind me. Common denominator, they are both 2. Oh, so I can go ahead. Now, I'm going to use my adding rules. Different signs I can subtract. Since 6 is the bigger absolute value, I'm going to put that on the top. I like to work vertically when I am using subtraction. 1/2 minus 1/2 is 0. So I'm just actually not going to write anything there. 6 minus 4 is 2. The reason why I didn't write a 0 there is because then it would have looked like 20. So since 6's absolute value is the biggest and it's a negative, my answer needs to be negative. And the answer would be negative 2. Let's try the second one. First, common denominators. I have a 10 and a 5. Ooh, not common, but I know 5 can go into 10. And I know to get 5 to 10, I have to multiply by 2. I have to do that to both. Again, the one with the bigger absolute value goes on the top. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm using my adding rules, which is step 2. I know my biggest absolute value is 4. And that's a negative, and I have a positive, so I can technically subtract. So I'm going to do 4. Let me change that fraction. 4 times 2 is 8. Again, I'm doing this because I want common denominators. It's easier to subtract that way. 5 times 2 is 10. Now I can recopy the 2 and 6/10. 8 minus 6 is 2. And it keeps the same denominator. 4 minus 2 is 2. Technically, I can simplify 2/10 as 1/5. Now, I need to know what sign my answer is going to get. So I look at the problem and I look for the bigger absolute value, which is negative 4. So my answer is going to be a negative. And it's going to be a negative 2 and 1/5. So for adding mixed negative and positive numbers, I look for a common denominator. If it's not there, I find one. Then I use my adding rules, same sign add, different sign subtract, and then I simplify if I can. See you in the next video.